Good afternoon and welcome to Icu Tv Lunchtime News. We take a look at the stories making headlines. LCC seizes over 100 bottles of illicit brewed beer in CBD. Lusaka South MFEZ sees rapid growth with new industries and expanding exports. RPP commends President Hichilema for focus on healthcare and community development. In international news, Trump says TV networks opposed to him should maybe lose license. And in sports news, Zambia slips FIFA ranking as Morocco leads Africa. With the news in details, my name is Amina Mutambo. The Lusaka City Council LCC has confiscated over 100 bottles of illicit locally brewed beer known as Kachasu during a joint operation with state police in Central Business District CBD. The brew was found concealed in Mojo energy drink bottles and illegally sold around Hichilema Tower and Freedom Way. Authorities have discovered sachets of alcohol or tujili similarly disguised. LCC says the sale of alcohol in bus stations, markets, and CBD violates the Liquor Licensing Act No. 20 of 2011 and poses serious health risks. The council has warned that offenders will face legal action and urged the public to avoid unsafe and illegal alcohol.
The Lusaka City Council has seized over 100 bottles of locally brewed beer known as Kachasu during a joint operation conducted in the Central Business District by Council Police and State Police. Investigations revealed that illicit alcohol was concealed in Mojo energy drink bottles in an attempt to evade law enforcement and was being legally sold in the Central Business District. Also, numerous instances were uncovered of beer being sold in small sachets, locally referred to as tujili, and also disguised in Mojo energy drink packaging. These products were being distributed around Hichilema Tower bus station and Freedom Way under the guise of selling Mojo energy drinks. The illegal sale of alcohol poses serious health risks and contravenes the Liquor Licensing Act No. 20 of 2011, which prohibits the sale of alcohol or liquor in the Central Business District, bus stations, and markets. The council urges members of the public to desist from engaging in unlawful practices in order to safeguard the community from the dangers associated with the consumption of uncertified and potentially harmful alcohol.
Meanwhile, the Lusaka City Council has delivered 130 classrooms and 21,775 desks to schools across Lusaka's 7 constituencies between 2022 and 2025 under the Constituency Development Fund initiative. The move has significantly helped to decongest classrooms and accommodate the growing number of pupils following the introduction of free education. The new infrastructure has improved learning conditions, allowing students to learn in safer and more comfortable environments. LCC says the desks have eliminated the need for pupils to sit on the floor, boosting comfort and concentration in class. The council reaffirmed its commitment to supporting the government's free education policy and enhancing service delivery in the education sector.
The Lusaka City Council has made significant strides in improving the education sector through the Constituency Development Fund CDF. Between the years 2022 and 2025, the council delivered 130 classrooms to 7 constituencies, enhancing the learning environment in various schools. This initiative has helped to decongest overcrowded classrooms and accommodate new pupils. In particular, with the implementation of the free education policy, the additional classrooms have provided a more conducive learning environment, enabling pupils to focus on their studies. In addition to the classrooms, the CDF has also provided 21,775 desks to schools across the 7 constituencies between 2022 and 2025. These desks have improved sitting arrangements for pupils, making them to learn in a more conducive or rather comfortable environment and eliminating the need for pupils to sit on the floor. The Lusaka City Council is committed to delivering services to the public in a more efficient and effective manner.
The Lusaka South Multi-Facility Economic Zone MFEZ is experiencing significant growth with a wave of new factories and industries setting up operations. Ministry of Information and Media Director spokesperson Henry Kapata says investments in energy, infrastructure, and various incentives are providing a supportive environment for business to flourish. Mr. Kapata explains that a range of industries from pharmaceuticals and aluminium to electric cables and consumer goods are now manufacturing products not only for the Zambian markets but also for exports across the region. He further notes that this growth aligns with President Hakainde Hichilema's vision expressed in Parliament on September 12, 2025 for an economy driven by industrialization, exports, and job creation.
We are here in Lusaka South Multi-Facility Economic Zone, a site that has grown into one of the country's biggest industrial hubs. When President Hakainde Hichilema addressed the 5th session of the 13th National Assembly on the 12th September 2025, he spoke about Zambia's shift from potential to actual production, moving from a consumer economy to one that manufactures, exports, and ends. He made it clear that growth will come from investment in value addition, and the results are showing here.
Additional special economic zones, Madam Speaker, will include the Beef Special Economic Zone along the Kafue Flats, North Bank, South Bank. Agricultural Special Economic Zones covering Mpongwe, Masaiti, Kafulafuta, Ngabwe, those areas.
This year alone, the zone has attracted well over 130 million United States dollars in new investment, with 37 enterprises operating right here. These are firms in fertilizer, like the Zambia Fertilizers, agro-processing, recycling, with a combined production of more than 5,000 jobs in the coming years.
That we do around here, we are able to make any fertilizer for any crop that you can think of. We're able to produce all these fertilizers. Mostly our main clientele that we have is mostly commercial farmers. These are the farmers that we are dealing with. Mostly we are dealing with Zambia sugar, we are dealing with Zam beef, we are dealing with other.
The Republican Progressive Party, RPP, has commended President Hakainde Hichilema for placing a strong emphasis on healthcare and grassroots development throughout the country. RPP President and UPND Alliance spokesperson Leslie Chikuse highlighted RPP President and UPND Alliance spokesperson Leslie Chikuse highlighted that numerous ongoing health initiatives reflect the government's dedication to expanding access to medical services for all citizens. In an interview, Mr. Chikuse pointed out that the government's effort, particularly through the Constituency Development Fund, CDF, have brought tangible benefits to local communities. He cites projects such as educational bursaries, youth programs, and support for women's empowerment as key examples. Mr. Chikuse also applauds the president's firm position on fighting corruption, referencing remarks made during his recent speech. We now take a break. Coming up in sports and international news, Trump says TV networks opposed to him should maybe lose license. Zambia slips in FIFA ranking as Morocco leads Africa.
Bami wamwene kukupa basofu ate gift ya wedding mwewe Kabampo guy on talk as well.
Way.
So would you buy it with whom I are common pamoso?
Ale.
They give one zo.
Basa sunu tusegelela akupobola. Nguzu ya mwanesu musanko yulagi. Mwana mujende.
Tamdori ndira honeymoon.
Honeymoon yansa hebo tuni kuja honeymoon nde tebu ya kusaka ka kupange maloko mbo tuni kukara amije. Kuno mudaro lo bagamba kuti nantaka mihi mu Lusaka. Ishi ndi mubwa. Itabaga ndi gite claustration bagandi sibe buya. Baga kuhema jana.
Iwe. Amanyiri munganda mwana unkira mafia ngombe papeni. Na da bombe muno.
Lucky. Do you know me? Do you know my wife?
Chiriku. Urefu atoka ni mocha limpiayo.
Maybe I should go to the doctors.
Bambira ma doctor tiwabora hipondo tu.
Ah.
Chikaringa byani bantu nawe chakaringa byani ko. Oh.
Chachiringo kumichiringanya pa mulesu wa mafuta.
Wow. I'm so impressed mura. Pesi ndali kwamba pakuti. Aya mahuta anunkira musimba. Imwe mwaga suba.
Thank you for staying with us. In international news, US President Donald Trump has suggested some TV networks should have their licenses taken away. The remarks come after pressure from his administration led to ABC to suspend Jimmy Kimmel, the late-night TV host who suggests that the murder of conservative influencer Charlie Kirk in Utah last week was perpetrated by a Trump supporter. Kimmel's suspension following the threat of regulatory action has raised concern. The Trump administration was attempting to curtail the free speech of its critics, with other talk show hosts commenting on the role. Stephen Colbert said on his rival CBS show that it was blatant censorship and added that with an autocrat you couldn't give an inch. We take a short break. Stay tuned for sports news.
The Information and Communications University is driving the thrill for the nation in research and development. Enroll now for full-time and distance programs in the School of Engineering, Humanities, Business and Education. To apply, visit our website at www.icuzambia.net or call us on +260 211 221 662 or 0966.
Welcome back. And now in sports news, Zambia's Chipolo Polo have dropped 2 places in the latest FIFA rankings, sliding from 83rd to 85th globally, while maintaining their 18th position in Africa. This decline is attributed to the team's inconsistent performance in recent matches. Despite the drop, Zambia remains hopeful about improving its ranking with upcoming matches in the Africa Cup of Nations. Has taken the top spot worldwide, followed closely by France in 2nd place and Argentina in 3rd. The rankings highlight the competitive nature of international football, with teams constantly vying for position. That sports item brings us to the end of our lunchtime news, but before we go, a quick recap of the stories that made headlines. LCC seizes over 100 bottles of illicit brewed beer in CBD. Lusaka South MFEZ sees rapid growth with new industries and expanding exports. RPP commends President Hichilema for focus on healthcare and community development. In international news, Trump says TV networks opposed to him should maybe lose license. And in sports news, Zambia slips in FIFA ranking as Morocco leads Africa. Thank you so much for watching. For more news updates, please do watch our main news at 20 hours.